Hey you guys, thanks for clicking on my video here. We're observing the Botia Angelicus or Loach, Angelicus Loach, and I have three reticulated hill stream loaches that you'll see here periodically kind of bouncing around the tank. This is a 10-gallon quarantine tank. I have dropped a couple of catappa leaves in there. As you may know, catappa leaves do help regulate the pH in a tank and help with any bacterial or fungal infections. So really great to incorporate them inside your quarantine tank. Here we're observing the Angelicus Loach, just kind of going around the tank, exploring different crevices in the tank. I absolutely love these little guys. This is the first time I actually own them. I tried looking on YouTube to kind of see if we could find a video explaining their characteristics, what their, temperament is, and things of that nature, and I was not able to find anything on these guys. I am planning to do an update once they go into the display tank, where they will be the only bottom dwellers. The three reticulate hill stream loaches are actually my neighbors that I'm quarantining. These fish came from aquariumfish.net. This is the first time I've ordered any live fish to my doorstep, but let me tell you guys, I is so super pleased with the process. I mean, they went definitely beyond any customer service that I've ever experienced at a pet store. I think that these guys are outstanding. I mean, they checked the temperature for that night that they were going to do the overnight shipping. Had no issues with communicating with the actual store. Customer service was outstanding. I spoke to them. I had some questions on these little guys. As you can see him there, he's just kind of exploring, very active, not shy at all. I find that they tend to be definitely bottom to mid tank dwellers. They're definitely at the middle of the water column, kind of exploring and pestering each other back and forth. I did go ahead and order me 12 of these little guys that I'm so excited to grow out. These are juveniles. They still haven't reached their maturity, and the stripe, what ends up happening is kind of like spreading throughout the body of these little guys. So I'm excited to see these guys color up in the display tank once they go in there. Another thing I've noticed about these guys is that, some people did report that they were more active at night. However, that hasn't been my experience. I feel like every time I've checked them throughout the day, they're always doing something. And they tend to be more still at night, when like their activity level does drop dramatically at night. Here you're observing also, you'll see the sponge filter. That sponge filter is from Aquarium Co-op. It's a very coarse sponge filter that I absolutely love as far as like creating a quarantine tank for. I did go ahead and add one into my display tank that I could go ahead and show you guys later if you like. But like I said, I have 12 of these little guys. I have 3 hill stream in here that are my neighbors, and I'm really excited to see what's gonna to watch these little guys grow. I think that they max out at about maybe 5 to 6 inches. Very rarely in captivity does a female get any bit larger than that. That tends to be the thing with loaches, is that the female tends to be the largest one out of the both. As far as like being sexually dimorphic, I don't think that that's actually something that we can see. Very rarely are these guys ever bred in captivity. So I'll be interested to see if we could get these guys to spawn. There has been cases or reported cases of these guys spawning in hobbyist tanks. So that'll be exciting to see what happens as these guys mature and reach sexually maturity. So I can keep you guys posted if you like, and if you click on this video, hopefully this helped you guys. Um, solidify the idea that you definitely need these guys in your aquarium, in your community tank. They seem to be a lot more peaceful than the zebra loaches. I have owned zebra loaches before, and they do kind of pester their tank mates a lot more. I did forget to mention I do have an ancistrus pleco, just a chocolate longfin ancistrus pleco that came out of my last spawn. So I do occasionally spawn my longfin bristlenose pleco, and this is just one that I'm going to incorporate into one of my shrimp tanks. So if you guys want to see that video, just go ahead and leave a comment below, and I would not mind making a video covering my blue dreams and the display tank, the planet tank that they're in. As you can see, these guys have been very active for me. They're eating well. As far as the loaches, I'm feeding them the Sarah tabs for bottom dwellers. They seem to really enjoy those guys. The loaches absolutely love the Sarah tabs. I did end up using that old container, New Life Spectrum pellet food container. They seem to enjoy going in and out of that. I just gave them a lot of leaf covered from the catappa leaves that just ends up creating, kind of like a safe space for these little guys. You guys see, I threw a little bag of like biometric, like the little bio things from Aqua Clear. I just threw an extra one, just kind of help build that beneficial bacteria surface, the surface for beneficial bacteria, basically. So I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. I did end up using a couple things that I already had in some of my established tank to kind of help seed this tank and get it ready for these guys once they arrived to my doorstep. Another thing I could add about aquariumfish.net is that they do guarantee that their livestock will arrive alive, and once they give you like a 2 hour window to snap a picture and let them know that everything arrived great, and from there on everything is up to the fish whether it's going to pull through, and also is your experience as far as like how to quarantine them and treat new fish. Like that all just goes based on your level of experience. But from my experience, I have found that, these guys have been relatively healthy. I have, like I said, they are in quarantine tank. It is being medicated right now, and they will be getting dewormed here in a couple of weeks. Once this treatment's over, they will be getting dewormed, which is a good idea to do with any bottom dweller, being that they're constantly, just kind of eating whatever they have the opportunity to eat. So it's always a good idea to deworm your bottom dwelling fish, or any fish in general at that. So I think that that's pretty much a lot of information in a small, 10-minute video. But if you guys do have any questions and I can answer them for you guys, just leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any suggestions, or if you have housed these guys, I would love to hear what kind of care tips you might know, or if you have any suggestions as far as how to make this quarantine a little bit better, let me know as well. Or if you have any experience with the sponge filters from Aquarium Co-op, tell me what you guys think. Or if you've ever ordered from aquariumfish.net. Also, let me know your experience. I am curious to see if this was just a, a something that happened with me because I was contacting them and actively asking them questions. Is it that their customer service was just so well, or have you had a bad experience with these guys? And I would like to hear about it. But like I said, this isn't a paid sponsored video at all. I don't have an affiliate code. So again, thank you guys for clicking on my video, and hopefully this was helpful. Thanks again. Hit the like or subscribe button if you want more.